Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name, as always, is Bloodstained Wings, and somebody actually reached out to have a commission made. Today, we're going to be doing a commission painting for somebody's YouTube channel. It's going to be their profile picture, and it looks something like this. As you can see, it's a little bit smaller than I usually do, but that's because it saves on shipping, and this is going a little bit not in Canada. A little bit far, because we make friends with people all over the world, and this is going to somebody who lives in another part of the world, which is really exciting. And that person has been a friend of the family, I guess, for a little while now, and I hope you guys will check him out. I've got links in the description below for not only his channel, but also my significant other's, I guess my brother-in-law, yeah, let's just say it, for my brother-in-law's channel as well, because that's how this connection was made. It was through my brother-in-law. This person is a very good friend of my brother-in-law, and as a result, that's how I got this commission. So if you guys want to check out their art, it is metal and stuff, and you guys can go on and check out their stuff. If you want to also listen to my brother-in-law's stuff, he has not only metal review channel, but also has some wrestling commentary stuff, and is also part of the two-band parter Sennedra. So if you guys want to check all of that out, I will leave all of the descriptions below in the description box, so please feel free to check it out. Okay, so I know I spoke a little bit about it in the intro, but I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about it some more now that we're here. So this is a commission piece, so this stream is technically sponsored. Mostly just that this painting is sold, although I have not yet painted it. And I'm really excited to paint it because it was a really cool idea. I'm going to leave links in the description for the YouTuber who this is for. He's actually a friend, I guess, of the family. Sure, let's go with that being my descriptive term for this. He's a friend of the family, in that he is... You know what? I'm just going to leave like a bunch of links below. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to try to describe what I'm actually doing at the same time. So I've got a little bit of lemon yellow, or lemon hue, on my brush here, and I've already gooped up the canvas as per usual with the Neomaglip as per usual. I'm gonna have my like sun here in this kind of like elbow creek area, and we're gonna start with that being our brightest spot. From there we're gonna have like rays of sunlight kind of like shooting out and doing things, but we first have to like have the whole sunset situation. So from here we're gonna gently blend outwards, very gently. So that's my like horizon point. Actually, I'm gonna move it down a little bit. Actually, maybe I'm just gonna move it all the way down here. That's a better idea. We're just gonna move it all the way down here. That's a much better idea. This will blend. Yellow's a very, very not strong color, so it's gonna be pretty easy to blend over that. And that's gonna be fine. We're just gonna blend out this way. We'll add like a white dot for a sun eventually. Now I'm going to go into the yellow ochre, which is more of a muted yellow, we'll say. And I'm just going to come in and go over top of the area I have here that is already kind of yellow. We're just going to make it a little bit muted. See? See what I mean about these yellows not being very strong? This is just another yellow, and it's already overtaken it completely. So yeah, be very careful when using yellow. I didn't even wash my brush, like I didn't even brush it off. This is just yellow ochre being stronger than lemon yellow, so just a heads up on that, in case you needed to know that, in case you didn't already know with all the experimenting that you've been doing, because obviously you've been painting along, right? Right? You've been painting along. Next, we're going to go into a little bit of the Alizarin Crimson, and then we're going to go into some of the Quinacrium Violet, and then we're going to really, really darken up this skyline here with like a powerful Prussian blue. That's the plan. Now let's get back to talking about who this is for and what this is. So this is for someone who is a friend of, I guess he's my brother-in-law. As in, it's odd. We're not married, so anything that is considered in that vein is like still kind of weird. But we've been dating for a long time, so it's not like it's that weird. It's just that it's kind of weird. And shout out to anybody who understands what that's like. But yeah, so he's kind of like my brother-in-law because he's my boyfriend's brother. And him and this friend, they met online talking about the heavy metal. For anybody who doesn't know, we like heavy metal here. It's okay if you don't. No pressure. You don't have to like heavy metal. Just want to point that out. I do. And so do a lot of people. And that's okay. We're allowed to like it. And you're allowed to not like it if you don't. But that being said, we do like the heavy metal. And so as a result, we have like a kind of heavy metal community that I'd argue we're like kind of a part of. And that's where Andrew met this person. And again, links are going to be in the description. I don't know if their real name is out there or not, so I'm not going to use their real name, just in case anybody's wondering why I'm being so vague. So vague. That's why. This just needs to be like more red. We're gonna come back and blend this again anyways, but you know, I just felt like it needed to be more red, so I'm making it more red. That's what happens. All right, ready for the Quinacrium Violet? Here we go. So yeah, they met online, and he's been a real supporter of my boyfriend's band and of my brother-in-law's band, which is the same band. And spoilers, and has been generally a pretty cool dude, commenting on videos and stuff like that, just being a real cool dude. And so as a result, he wanted to have some of my art represented in his whole thing because he thought my art was cool, and he needed a new like YouTube profile pic. Because right now he's using some like copyrighted art, which is no bueno. Don't use copyrighted art. And so I, right now, am painting something that is not copyrighted that he can use for his art. I just want to keep this really dark, which is why there's a sticker there. There's a sticker here, in case anybody wanted to know. This is coming along real nicely. We got like a nice little blend going on. You can almost like not tell where one color starts and one stops, which is really cool. There is like a lot more yellow than I thought there was going to be. I might come back and mix in so that there's less of the yellow with more red. If I'm going to do that, I got to do it now. So I'm going to grab the red. The red and the purple are approximately the same strength. Very approximately. That doesn't really say all that much, but they are. Just coming in here, reddening this up. Grab a bunch of red. Come over here. Redden this up. Come down into this. Again, I am going to blend this some more. I needed more red. I need more of the yellow ochre as well, so I'm just gonna grab some of the yellow ochre to just kind of combat against this red, because I might have gotten a little carried away with the red, but that's okay, I'm allowed to. There we go. Here, this little stretch, we're just gonna kind of blend in the yellow ochre. Ah ha ha! You see, now we have more transition, which is nice. That like transitional thing between each color is like key to this working. I now no longer have clean brush to do any of the blending with, but that's okay. There we go. All right. That might look like a lot of red, but we're about to ruin everything because we are going to get some Prussian blue. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to mix a little bit of the Prussian blue with the quinacrium violet. And by that, I mean I'm going to use all of the quinacrium violet that I have pulled out already. And then I'm just going to very gently touch it with some Prussian blue. And that's going to remain significantly darker than you'd think it would be. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what we're looking for. Something like really, really dark. And that's the idea here, is that it's like nighttime up here. I did a painting a while back for a Patreon supporter. Shout out to Amber. Yo Amber, what's up? I really like how it turned out. And so when I was thinking up ideas for this, I was like, hey, remember that really cool sunset that I did? That was really magical and fantastical? What if I did that again? And they were like, oh, hell yeah, that looks awesome. I was like, all right, let's try to do that again. So that is, in fact, my plan. Look at how nice and dark that is, though. Nice and dark. All right. This is the other one that still has some red on it. We're hoping to use that to blend the purple and the blue together into the red and into the purple. That's what we're hoping for. We're hoping to achieve a status of purple. Oh, it looks a little thin at some points, but it's coming along. It's coming along. We just need to blend everything a little bit more, I think. Just needs to be a bit more blending. There we go. Maybe it needs more quinacrium violet. Maybe it needs a little more quinacrium violet. So let's go ahead and grab some. See if we can combat against some of this everything that's going on. There we go. Yeah. It's happening. It's happening. We're doing it. We're making purple happen. With enough convincing, you can make purple happen. That's what we're going for. I'm trying to convince you that a lot of this painting is purple. Is it working? Do you believe me? Is it nice and dark? That's what we're looking for right there. That to be nice and dark. Which it definitely is. We have achieved nice and dark for sure. So that's good. Let's grab another brush just to really blend that together. Really, really give her. I think this was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. This brush is not good for that. We shall go back to this brush. We shall blend that out very gently because there is some blue on this, so I'm just going to be extremely gentle. Because I don't want to lose the yellow. I don't want to lose the yellow. Just going to try to rub off some of the extra purple on my brush. And maybe grab some quinacrium violet. That's not what I meant. I meant yellow ochre. Yes, grab some yellow ochre. Put some yellow ochre back on here. There we go. There we go. Nice and nice. You see? Just had to be a little gentle. Get a little more of the yellow ochre. I'm just going to keep trying to say quinacridone violet. Like, this whole stream is just going to be me trying to say quinacridone violet. Alright. Alright, now that I've got that nice, I'm going to put in a sun. You guys ready for my sun? Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun, and I said, it's alright. There we go, that's my sun. I'm going to clean my palette knife off, pull up the excess, and very gently blend it with a clean brush. This is my clean brush. I'm just going to very gently blend that in. So now there's like, you can't really see, but there is a little white dot right there, which is very important because now we can have sun rays coming out of that kind of like explode and like look really cool. So that's the idea here. So I'm just going to have a little sun rays. Need more paint coming out from our horse here. Nice horsey. I'm gonna make that sun bigger. And we're just gonna pull things, there we go. Much more starbursty, that's what I'm looking for. Alright, now you have to try to blend this while staying in the same color. So you gotta like blend around as opposed to out, which is kind of awkward, honestly, but I believe in us. There we go. Because the white is going to pick up the colors that are beneath it. So you got to be real gentle with this to make sure you don't get the other color. Wow, that looks crazy. Oh my gosh. Love it. I love that. Okay. I did not expect it to look that crazy. So that's fun. Maybe we can blend this down a little bit. Blend it down a little bit. Try to get some of this to maybe blend in. Just a little. See if we can't make it chill a little bit. You know, like sun rays chill. They're like, no, I will be seen. And I'm like, okay, I agree. You are seen. We see you. We acknowledge your existence. You exist. No one says you don't. Good. All right, we're gonna do a little flecks of some stars in the sky. And the way we do that is with a brush that we have white paint on. I'm gonna use this one because I already have white paint on it. And I'm gonna go into my paint thinner. That is not the goop, that is actual odorless paint thinner. Now this takes some finesse to know the right consistency because you don't want it too thin and you don't want it too thick. Right now it is way too thin. I'm just gonna get a bunch of extra off of that. Go into the white here and pick up some white until I see it being the right consistency. I don't know how to tell you what the right consistency is, so I feel like you just need to play around with it until you figure it out. It's like almost inky, but not quite ink, if that makes sense. And then we're just gonna flick, make some stars happen in the sky. There we go. Yeah. Nice variable size stars in our sky. Dry off our brush so it doesn't leak paint everywhere. And now we can pull off our majestic warrior. And I'm actually realizing now that it is underneath this and also underneath this one. Fun. Hacha. Excellent. Saved. Oh no. There we go. Huzzah! Warrior! On a hill. And I'm just going to get, I'm not going to get anything. I'm going to mix some yellow with the little bit of blue that I have to make a green, because that's how green is made. And I'm just gonna mix all of the yellows with like just the tiniest kiss of blue. If you add too much blue, you're screwed. So be very gentle with the blue. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of some grass just by tapping it in. A little bit of grass. And I'm going to highlight it, hopefully, with a little yellow. That makes it slightly brighter. Hopefully, just a little bit. To give this like highlight where the sun is hitting, but the shadow of the horse is not. Do you see what I'm saying? So you gotta like come like on the inside of the horse situation. Gotta be like in here. There. And now we have a lovely little hill with our little shadows there. I think they might not be so obvious. I'm going to grab a little bit of some of the Prussian blue, mix it in with that green. Just get like a little bit darker. Just a little bit darker, just to really make sure that the shadow looks like a shadow, because it's important that that looks like a shadow. There we go. Yes, shadow looking. Ah ha ha! We achieved shadow, which is great because it was pretty easy. So there we are. This is all done. Relatively quick painting. I don't know how everything was taped. Oh my goodness. How is everything taped? Yeah, this is a fairly small painting. This is 6 inch by 6 inch for anybody who wants to know. Links in the description if you would like to also commission me for a piece of artwork. And thank you so much to my Patreons for always being here and being supportive. And thank you so much for everyone watching this. I really appreciate that. I hope that you remember that you are loved and you deserve to be loved. And I will catch you guys next week. Bye!